Hey everyone, it's Evangeline here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at our Titan chain, snow tire chains with V-bar studs for your wide base tires right here on our 2022 Ford F-350. So the tires these are installed on are 35 by 12.50 R20s. So double check your tire size and make sure this fits on yours. I know there's a bunch of different options for the F-350s, so just double check, use our fit guide here at etrailer.com to get the right fit for you. These are awesome for those extreme weather conditions. You have your heavy duty V-bar links and those bite into the snow. They're also called studs or cleats, and they give you that traction in that ice. You also have the twist links that work well with snow. But if you're not expecting that much ice during your trip, I do recommend taking a look at some of our other options. Maybe just twist links if you're expecting a lot of snow and you don't need all that crazy traction that this one provides. So this is made of a low carbon steel, and that means it's designed for extra sturdiness and extra durability, which is awesome because if you have ice and if you have rocks, you want that kind of durability. Now, the downside to that is compared to some other alloys that other tire chains are made of, those are made for multiple seasons. For these, just double check if you're going to use it for the next season and make sure that it all still looks good. So these chains are arranged in a ladder pattern where they go across your tire. So that's great with that traction, especially as you're driving around town, but you are going to hear a ka-thunk, ka-thunk, especially with these larger V-bar cleats. This right here is the bag that your tire chains arrive in. So you're gonna get a set of 2 chains, one for your driver's side, one for your passenger side. I have them installed on our rear tire, which is where I recommend you install yours, although just double check your owner's manual just to make sure you're getting the right fit for you. And once you have them on there, I also have this extra rubber tensioner just to maintain that tension all throughout. This does not come with your chains. You may want to get that added on. Another thing I recommend getting added on is our tire chain safety install kit. That has a mat as well as some lights. So if you need to install your chains by the side of the road, it's dark, it's snowy, that will help keep you safe. So before we get into our install, my personal thoughts about these tire chains is these are going to be great if you have a lot of ice and you need that extra traction. If you don't need that extra traction but you still need chains, check out our twist link versions, or even if you can, try to get a diamond pattern chain, which will give you a smoother ride. But other than that, this is awesome for that extra traction. Just double check them throughout seasons to make sure they're still looking good. Let's take a look at how I install these tire chains. Now, the moment you get your chains, I highly recommend just taking them out of the bag, setting them on your garage floor so you can get to know how to put your chains onto your vehicle. That way, you know what to do before you're stranded by the side of the road in the snow. So what I also do is I just double check all the chains and all the links, make sure it all looks good, and I make sure it's facing the right way. So take a look over here. You want to make sure that your hook is facing out, away from the vehicle, and the flat part of your hook is on your tire. Once you're done checking your chains, go ahead and grab them by the center and drape them over your tire. So make sure it's evenly distributed on each side, meaning you have the same amount of length on each side, and then go to the back of your tire and make your first connection. So you're gonna make your connection here, and this is where you get your tension. So I'm gonna start with the 3rd link and connect that to this hook. And now we're gonna go over to the front and see if we can get a tighter connection. Now here in the front, we're gonna get this lever. I'm gonna bring this through and tighten it down and then secure it with this extra chain. It may take a few tries to get the tension you prefer. And finally, use your rubber tensioners. These are not included with the tire chains, but I recommend them for pretty much any ladder style tire chain, just because as you drive around and hit the rocks and ice, you are going to have a little bit of adjustment on your chains, and this will adjust with them. Do this exact same process on the other side, and afterwards I recommend rolling forward or backward a couple feet, double checking that everything is in place, and if it is, that's it for the install. You're ready to hit the road and go. And that was a look at our Titan chain snow tire chains with V-bars and twist links for your wide base tires here on our 2022 Ford F-350.